They say you're innocent until proven guilty, but they won't treat you that way. According to the Prison Policy Initiative, about 42% of Georgia's incarcerated, representing 40,000 people, are in local jails. Most of those, over 20,000 people, are awaiting trial. This means that they haven't had their day in court, they haven't been in front of a jury, and they are supposed to be presumed innocent. Many of these are people just like Elder Freeman, who was accused of a crime by a police officer whom everyone now acknowledges can't be trusted. Remember, Elder Freeman spent 6 months in jail without bond on Don Nielsen's word. Pre-trial incarcerations like this one have been a huge driver in Georgia's incarceration rate, as the local jail population has more than doubled in the last 50 years. And the thing keeping many of those people locked up isn't that they're a danger to society, it's a lack of money and social support. Last season, we were able to bring you the story of Elder Freeman because he was one of the lucky ones. Elder Freeman had enough money to pay his bond to get out of jail. He had a supportive family who were willing and able to come get him out. He had enough money to pay for a geolocation ankle monitor while he was out on bond, and most importantly, he had enough money to pay for a lawyer who got access to critical court documents and videos, allowing me, Mr. Pipsqueak, to tell Elder Freeman's story. But this cost Elder Freeman tens of thousands of dollars. To give that number some context, a recent Bankrate.com survey found that 43% of Americans don't even have $1,000 in savings to pay for a sudden emergency expense and would have to borrow money to pay for it. So when an officer makes an arrest, a sizable number of people can't pay the bond, so they sit in jail and await trial instead. For one such example, I spoke with John, an inmate at the Stevens County Jail who shared a cell with Elder Freeman.
My name is John Scott Campbell Sr. I'm currently incarcerated in Stevens County Jail, Stevens County, Toccoa, Georgia. I've not been convicted of any crime. The 20th of this month will be 15 months because I cannot afford the bond amount which was presented to me. My family is unable to provide the fund to get me out. It was originally set at $20,000, but now it's at $10,000. I have several people advocating for me to be released. They just can't come up with the funds. I have a sister right now who is currently battling cancer, going through chemotherapy. So my family has to deal with that, also dealing with me being in jail. My charge is cruelty to children in the first degree. Well, I am not guilty. It's relevant to discipline. I believe that I am guilty of trying to be a good father who wants to raise and provide for his children. I have a public defender. My public defender, John Land, has come to the jail one time to personally see me. I absolutely do not believe that I'm receiving adequate legal representation.
Remember, in the Bill of Rights, the 8th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution says, excessive bail shall not be required. Unfortunately, excessive is a vague word, but when most people can't afford bond, that could suggest it is excessive. So they say you're innocent until proven guilty, but it just isn't true. In reality, a sizable share of Georgia's incarceration problem are people whom we should presume are innocent, but who are sitting in jail only because they're poor and lack social connections who can help them. I'm Mr. Pipsqueak signing off, and remember, you should never talk to police without your parents and a lawyer present.